Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Virtually Lost podcast. My name is Julian. I'm here with my good friend Robert. How are you doing, my man?
Doing good, doing good. Most importantly, how was the Spider-Man movie? I know you watched it.
Spider-Man movie, yes. Did I go through my story about getting a ticket last time? I think I did, right?
Yeah,
The whole
yeah. It
debacle.
was. I don't know if it
Yes.
was last week or the week before.
Yeah, it might have been
Yeah.
a little bit ago, but I've been excited for it. I've had the tickets for a couple weeks now, and we went day one. I don't think we were the first showing. I think we were the second one. But yeah, it was dude. Again, I have stories again just from that movie. Like not even from the movie itself. All the excitement happened before the movie even started. That's how good this movie was. They even had me
Mhm.
doing crazy stuff even before the movie started. I don't even know if I've told you the story. I think I might have, but maybe you're gonna be along for the ride with the audience. So
Mhm.
first things first. Um, I was gonna go with a group of friends, so we were all like seeing like what we were gonna do before the movie because it's a little bit later at night. It's at like around 10:30, right? So
Mhm.
we were all like, oh, let's go meet up and eat or whatever. And I had already eaten, so I wasn't really too hungry, and I didn't really want to go to eat. And actually, I just wanted to play more Final Fantasy 14. So I was like, maybe I'll meet you guys at the movie theater. Um, but I was like, okay, like, well, they were gonna go grab some coffee, so I went with them. Like, I didn't get a chance to grab coffee because I went there late. So that's how the movie started, me getting late. Um, but
Of
then
course.
we all went to the movie theater. We were walking in, we're all ready, we're excited. They have like their merch on. They're a little bit more into it than I am. I'm normal. I'm pretty casual MCU fan, but they're really excited. So it's like a fun atmosphere, right? We're just about to get into the theater. We're walking in, and then I realize that I forgot my ticket at home.
Okay.
And of course my friends shame me. They're like, "What's wrong with you? Are you
Mhm.
dumb, degenerate?" That's what they say to me.
I mean, if you pre-order tickets, it's the one thing you gotta bring is
Yeah.
your ticket.
Right. One thing I had to remember. In my defense, I had left it on my desk for 3 weeks now, and it had just become part of the background. I didn't really even notice that ticket being there anymore. Okay, that's my
Mhm.
excuse. But so, anyways, I I'm like, okay, wait. There's like 20 minutes before this movie starts. I am not gonna make it back, but I am determined. I'm like, this is gonna be. I've heard so many great things. I'm so excited. Like, I'm not gonna let this moment be ruined by me, of
Mhm.
all people. Which this is very like me. This I don't know why, but this always seems to happen to me. Maybe in future episodes, I'll talk about more of my stories about how I'm like real dumb. But so I'm like, well, might as well. We're gonna go get it. We're gonna go get those tickets, and I'm gonna make it back on time. Watch, you just watch me. So lucky for me, I don't live too far away from the movie theater. I live maybe mm, a 15-minute drive, not even like maybe a 12, 13-minute drive away
I'd say a
from the movie
12.
theater.
I'd say a 12.
Yeah, a 12-minute drive. I'm like, nah, we doing Fast and Furious moves today. And okay, I didn't break any laws necessarily, okay?
Okay.
Not necessarily. Like I was going just barely above, the limit, like maybe like
10,
20,
20.
20, 20, negligible,
Oh my God.
negligible numbers,
Mhm.
okay? But road was empty. Lucky me, road was empty. No cops, no nobody. Nobody was. I could have
What
raced on
time was
that.
this at?
This was 10 10 10
Okay.
10:01 to
Okay.
10:10.
Yeah, the
Barely
city's pretty
anybody.
dead at that time.
Pretty dead. It's one of the main roads in the city, but it's relatively dead. So I go and I'm like, I'm halfway there. I'm smoothing. I'm doing a little swerve here, a little swerve there. It doesn't a little swerve doesn't hurt anybody. Not anything crazy. But then I realize I'm gonna have to go into my house, walk all the way inside, and come back. You know how long that's gonna take? So I'm like, big brain. I'm gonna call my mom who's already at my house and who already has access to the ticket because it's right on my desk. It's right there. It's right on top. You don't have to go searching anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's just right inside the door. So I'm like, Mom, you gotta do me a solid this one time. Go in there, grab the ticket, meet me outside. I'm outside your door in 2 minutes. Meet me outside, please. Of course I have to be respectful. I say please.
Yes.
And she does. She goes in. She's like, "Is it this one?" Like I'm like, "Yes, that one. Go meet me outside. I'm there. I'm pretty much there. Might as well even go outside right now because I'm there." I wasn't there. I was like 2 streets away, but I was there. I might as well have been there.
Mm-hmm.
I swipe that ticket. She meets me outside. I grab the ticket. She's like, chill out. Get there on. It's better to get there at all than it's better to get there late than not at all, right? She's trying to give me a bunch of life advice. I'm like, Mom, give me that ticket. I'm out of here. I swipe the ticket from her hand. I just throw it down. I do a Yui as the fastest Yui I could possibly do. I'm peeling out. I'm like in a racing. I'm you know what I mean? I'm out there. I go back. I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm just like every light is just green. As soon as I get green, I'm like, this is going to be more exciting than the movie. Like, and just so you know, like as I was getting to the movie the first time, I was kind of sleepy. I had already eaten. Like I was getting that, kind of like after dinner kind of like slump. Like, oh, I kind of want to like take a nap or whatever. Yeah, the itis. Right, exactly. But after all this, man, I was on so much adrenaline. I was schmooving. I was like literally playing Gran Turismo. I was playing Forza. All right. I was playing Forza Horizons. All right. Great game. And I just go in. I don't even because the parking lot's pretty full. So I'm like, damn, am I even gonna find like a good parking spot? Whatever. I don't care. I drift into the parking spot. I'm just like, vroom, the first one I see, just boom, right there. I slide in. I'm not even all this. I'm not even looking at the clock. I'm so focused. I'm not even looking at the clock. I go in. I like power walk right into the movie theater. Guess what? My friends aren't even sitting. All my friends aren't even sitting inside yet. They're not even sitting inside yet. So like 2 of my friends are sitting inside, and half of my other friends are waiting in the line to get popcorn or whatever. I'm like, bro, and one of my friends is like, oh man, they only take credit card. I only have cash. Like that's what I see when I walk into the theater. I'm like, yo, here's my card. Give me a slushie. I'll meet you inside. And I'm like, I'm ready to go. This is all before the movie even started. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for this movie. I'm ready. I got my friend giving me snacks. I'm like, let's go. This is going to be the best experience. I have a best seat right in the middle. You're right in the middle. It's a middle coordinate. You're like right in the perfect middle to see everything, and you're good. Like, I'm out here having a good time. Only thing that was a little bit wonky. It was packed. It was packed. Like you could smell the COVID in there. You know what I mean?
Day one. It's a day one. Yeah.
It's a day one. It's expected. It's packed. It's hot. I'm out here in 3 layers because it was cold outside, freezing.
Oh yeah, midnight.
Yeah, and so I'm in 3 layers. I got a hoodie with a jacket over the hoodie, and I got a nice like long sleeve t-shirt. I'm taking things off because I'm like, this is insane. I might as well have jumped in the sauna right now. And the MCU fan sauna over here. Like, people out here are sweating a little too much for this movie. Seriously.
I mean, you probably were too.
At this point, yeah, all the adrenaline, probably true. So I'm out here, like, I just take them off. I'm like, might as well just use them as a blanket. I'm out here snuggling. I'm out here cuddly. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And this is all before the movie. I'm just saying, this is all before the movie. I get here, the credits aren't even done yet, man. That's how early I got back here. Like I was gonna be like 10 minutes late. I'm out here 20 minutes early. All right, it's like no time was lost. Equivalent exchange, like it was crazy. Um, so okay, now let's talk about the movie. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, obviously, but all I gotta tell you,
the movie probably should be talked
dude,
about.
dog,
What's the story? It was
all you need to know about the movie, all you need to know is that at one point in the movie, I have my friend holding me back. I have two friends right next to me. The two biggest fans in the room are right next to me. Like I'm in between them. So all you need to know about this movie is that at one point in the night, I was holding back my friends from jumping at the screen. I'm not even. I'm out here like in an NBA on an NBA bench, holding everybody back after someone just did a crazy dunk. That's what I'm doing. I'm holding everybody back because they're about to jump out. I'm not even joking. They're about to jump out. This is day one. The atmosphere was great. This is what I love about day one movies for like Marvel movies and stuff like that. The atmosphere is always top tier. Always top tier. Mm-hmm. Like the people are so into it. They're clapping at every little reference to every a comic that came out in the 60s, you know what I mean? They're cheering, they're hollering, they're going crazy over every little detail. They're like, "Oh, this man is from the 35th issue of Super Pencil Man from 1953," you know? And it's like these people are hype. Okay, these people are hype, and it's a fun environment. Even though I don't get all the references or I don't know every little thing about like all the comics or anything, it's a fun environment. It's cool. It's like it's whatever, you know. Mm-hmm. It's fun to be around. But genuinely, this movie was one of the better movies in the MCU. I've seen a lot of the MCU movies. I haven't seen them all, but this one was a good one. It was a good one. Probably one of the better ones. It's probably up there in the upper echelon of movies that people are going to remember for a long time. For sure. It's going to go up there on other.
That's a strong statement.
Yeah, it really is, because I think genuinely it is a good movie. I liked a lot of the writing in this movie. I thought it was actually genuine. A lot of it was actually pretty genuine, which sometimes I have an issue with some, I'd say some movies in general, especially movies intended for like maybe a bit of a younger audience. I'm not even saying like all too young, but like, you know, like a teens to 20s, you know, audience. Like some of the dialogue can be a little bit hello fellow kids, you know, but like I thought the writing was actually pretty good for this time around, for sure. And the action, I think, was definitely probably the highlight and what most people are going to remember, because the action was very good, very well choreographed, very really fun, without going into too many spoilers. But yeah, and then the only thing I would say about it is that I felt actually that it went by too fast. Even though it's a pretty long movie, I felt like it went by, like the pacing was a little bit fast for me personally. I think that would be the only criticism I have. There was a little bit like we were you know, we were here and then there, and then, you know, it's like that's what I felt like. Of course, my friend who was a fan, who's specifically a fan of Spider-Man, he was dying like halfway through. We had to check his heart. We had to check his heart rate halfway there. You know what I mean?
Apple Watch.
But as someone who has a little bit more, as someone who has a little bit less of a biased view on it, as more of a neutral view, like I could still see it as like it was a good movie. It was a good movie for sure.
Damn, I've only heard good things about it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it in like a year or so.
Honestly, you still haven't even seen Parasite, so I don't even know about you, man.
I know. Oh, I think I don't know if I mentioned on the podcast.
I think you have.
At work. Yeah, where as soon as Parasite went on Hulu, I retweeted it on Twitter. I was just like, hey, watch this. It's a great movie. And I still haven't watched it. Like I think I posted like a year and a half ago.
The craziest thing is I think you'd like it a lot. I think you would actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I think I would too. I just haven't gone to watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I haven't watched anything recently. Well, I think Arcane was like the last thing I watched. And it was just...
I haven't watched much because anime's been slow this year. That's what I'm saying.
Hey man, anime in 2022 looking hype though. It's looking good.
Very true.
Oh wait, in like a few days is like when it starts picking up. We got the JJK movie coming out.
There we
focusing
go.
on
good
the
start.
Character whose name I'm blanking on. Yeah, a good start to transition into.
Oh wait, which character is it?
I forget his name. He's not actually in this show, but he's referenced. It's the guy with the like droopy eyes.
Droopy eyes guy.
Won't remember his names. It's the movie's JJK0, I believe is the name of it. Yeah, he's not really in the anime at all. He's mentioned. So
Okay.
I'd be surprised if you can remember.
Okay.
But he seems like he's a very pivotal character, I think. But I don't know, because the content that's in the movie isn't in the manga.
Oh, interesting. This is
or
like a
might
side
be
story?
in a spin-off manga.
Oh,
Like it might be maybe there is a spin-off manga that's like focusing on his story that I haven't read. But yeah. So I'm excited for that.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yep.
Cool. What else have you been seeing this week, man?
For me, in terms of, I haven't been playing anything. I've been, for next year, like for the animes I've been like keeping up with. We talked last week about Mushoku Tensei, apparently anime of the year 2021.
Really?
ED the anime.
Yeah.
And,
I think that's spoilers, isn't it? Technically.
We mentioned it last week, and I don't think it's.
I forget that we spoiled it last week.
I mean, like it's knowing the state. It's like knowing that it brings about more questions. There isn't like it get led, or
it's about the journey.
It doesn't really tell much about before or after it. Just know that it is a state at one point.
Yeah. Oh man. Man.
So I'm sorry if you watch Mushoku Tensei and you didn't know this man's got ED, but yeah, I man can't get it up. For next year's anime, we got Chainsaw Man's Man's game.
Well, but wait, but that's for manga. I'm seeing something I'm surprised you haven't talked about already is Girls Frontline getting an anime. Have we talked about it before? Well, I know you're a big Girls Frontline simp, right?
It's my favorite gacha game in terms of mechanics, and it's playability.
Yeah. Oh wait, remind me. All these girls are guns, correct? They're like embodying.
Every character is a
personification of a gun.
Is a gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What's the fucking word? It's not personification. It's I'm not gonna remember it. There's actually like a term.
Oh, for animization of it, like where they turn into anime girls.
Promorphize? No, that sounds really. I don't know. But there's a specific word for it. It's like, it's just a human version of it. But yeah. But in general, like I haven't mentioned it too much because there's been an anime, but it was kind of like a spin-off, like 4-Koma kind of humor where it's just like, joke humor. And in general, the thing I like about the show is, well, the mechanics and stuff, but the story is actually really good and like heavy. The characters are pretty well done, but I don't know how I don't know. I'm always skeptical on anime adaptations. I'm just a bit skeptical because, you're trying to condense. I don't know how far they're going to go, and I don't know how much they're going to condense into the season.
Kind of like Hell's Paradise. Too much. Jiko Karuko. New MAPPA.
Oh yeah, that.
Did you? That's the one. Have you heard about the manga that they're adapting?
I was actually reading it as soon as I saw that this got announced because it looks pretty good. They had a trailer for a anime trailer.
Ooh,
so okay. I started reading the manga like today.
The only problem I see is that this is made by MAPPA, who has like three other anime. Yeah, 3 other animes at the same time, man. These poor animators, dude. They're probably locked in there. They probably haven't seen their families in months. They're probably doing lockdown. They were probably doing lockdown before COVID, dude. It's insane.
I've been curious. It's like, I know they're pushing for like better, working conditions for animators.
Right.
Damn, when you hear about like MAPPA's activity, you're just like, are they actually putting this into fruition? Because it sounds like these guys are working.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
These people should be making money for days.
Chainsaw Man. There was another anime that came out. I think it was the year before. I feel like the last 3. I feel like
weren't they JJK?
Oh yeah, that'd probably be
Yeah.
it then. Yeah, that'd probably be it then. Yeah, JJK.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've been busy,
Yeah.
and then the JJK movie just like we just mentioned,
Just
it's coming out. So then they got JJK season 2 when it comes out. Yeah, how many people they got at this office? What is
How many
happening here?
offices do they have? I
Yeah,
man.
gonna have to start hiring on that freelance site. Just start
Yeah.
paying for the hour
For on Upwork, they're just kind of
on Upwork. Yeah, just we
oh,
can
man.
pay in experience.
Dog,
Just hit him with that.
dog.
Nah.
Very, very quickly, let's talk about my new addiction. My new addiction,
Hmm.
which is Final Fantasy 14.
Oh,
Final Fantasy 14, which
game.
I really like Final Fantasy 14 so far. I think it's a really cool world. I think it looks really cool. I like all the customizations. This is like my first big MMO. Like I've never really jumped into an MMO so far, so this is my first big like jumping into an MMO. But damn, is it hard to play your game for some reason? Okay, so
like get into the
yeah,
game or like it
honestly,
like
even get into
runs
the game
bad.
because it's like you can buy the Steam version or you can buy the standalone version, the one straight from
Mhm.
Square Enix. I had to look up guides on how to buy this thing. And that's going to go into what we're going to talk into the future because I think that only gets harder as time goes on for
Oh,
reasons
yeah.
we'll talk about in a second. So you have to, I saw a buying guide where I bought it standalone from Square Enix, and then like I had the most trouble just renewing my subscription to keep playing after the free trial that you get when you buy it. With the free trial you get when you buy it, which is interesting to say because you have to buy access to it, and then you have to buy a subscription. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so you get a free 30-day trial when you buy the game, but then you have to renew your subscription. And then renewing that subscription is hard because if you do it straight from a credit card, for some reason it wasn't working for me. And then I had to buy their in-game currency so I could buy their subscription with their in-game currency.
Oh, so what I'm hearing is you're a whale.
It turns they're turning me into a whale by force just to play the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been my journey so far. But I like the game. I really like the game, and it seems like a lot of other people do because the game is getting so popular. Square Enix doesn't have the servers to hold everybody, and so we're getting to the point where I have to wait 3 hours just to get into the game. Just to get into the game, like, yeah, I log in at 5 and I don't get to play until like 8 or like 7:38.
You got in a queue?
Yeah, you have to queue to get in.
I mean, wait in a line like Disneyland
just to play a video game, to play an MMO, because they can't put more servers because of the chip shortage, and it's getting so bad that Square Enix has to stop advertising this game and has to like. I don't think they were going to go as far as to stop people from buying the game, but it was like they just have to stop.
Oh no, you can't buy it.
Or you can't buy it?
Yeah, currently you can't buy it. I don't know if it's currently, but yeah, they plan to stop selling it for a period of time so that until
they're going to stop selling the damn game. It's like that's insane. Which is all the obviously there's a lot of good memes about like suffered from success, the DJ Khaled thing.
Oh yeah, DJ Khaled.
So
yeah, that's crazy.
But that's how insane Final Fantasy 15 is getting, and
14.
It's 14, 15. See, it's too many Final Fantasies, but
yeah,
but it's really fun right now. It's really exciting. Rip Bozo to
3 hours.
yeah. I don't know, the whole community, the whole thing is just fun. But yeah, Rip Bozo to WoW. Fucking L, take an L, WoW. Well, that's probably begging people to come in. No, I'm just kidding. No, they're probably fine. Fantasy. But it's just there's a lot of excitement around Final Fantasy 14. So
yeah, it brings a question like why would you stop selling the game? But it makes sense when you have a lot of people who are just buying the game, who are possibly interested, and you don't want to make their first impressions to be absolutely shit. And then you also don't want to ruin the expectations of the people who have been playing your game for
ages.
What is it? How many years?
Exactly.
So it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It just
but
sounds so crazy.
It sounds insane. It sounds insane. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've taken up a lot of this episode with my stories. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh no! Well, you have to tell another one. How was what batch you in?
Ooh, okay. So we talked about this, I think, last episode. I got myself an analog pocket. It's been pretty hyped up now. Like I've seen a lot of people talk about it. It's pretty cool. I'm so lucky, dude. I discovered the analog pocket 2 days before it came out. 2 days before pre-orders came out. Like that's what I have. I don't think I said last time. I discovered it in 2 days. Like I saw it, I was like, pre-orders are out in 2 days. I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting it. Fuck it, let's go. I didn't have that purchase plan, but you know, we take those. But like I mentioned last time, a little recap. The way that Analog, the company that's making this product, is releasing it is by not by like just drops, but rather they're going for like an approach where everybody can get it, but you're fighting for release times. In this case, there was 3 release times. It was either early 2022, late 2022, or sometime in 2023. No specific time, but just 2023 in general.
Damn.
So I wanted to, of course, be in Group A. I logged in. I bought the system within 13 minutes. I have it logged. It's 13 minutes.
13 minutes?
No, I was logged in minute 1, but I didn't check out until 13 minutes. And I'm in Group B. I don't get my system till late 2022.
Makes sense, dude. You gotta get used to the drop culture.
It wasn't even a drop.
Out of checkout in 2 or 3 minutes. This sweatshirt sweatshirt sold out in 2 minutes. So you gotta
I'm gonna blame it on my upload speed. I'm gonna blame it on my download speed. Honestly, I'm gonna blame it on my internet speed.
Your upload speed.
My upload is garbage. So I'm gonna blame it on that. That's the reason why. We're close to the end of the episode here. Like we've had recording problems. We mentioned in the last podcast. We're doing a little bit of a scuff setup, but it seems to be working for now. Let us know in the comments if you think it's still trash. You'd probably tell us anyways. But
also with the comments, something I have to mention is Spotify, which is where most of our listeners are on the audio side, or on the audio versions. Right. Spotify is adding a rating system and leave comments on. So if if you listen to this far in the episode and you like it, leave a comment. It boosts up the algorithm.
Yeah, true. True. Watch it on YouTube too. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I think we have our handles there.
Honestly, follow the Twitter. Link. The Instagram is kind of dead, but the Twitter will thrive at the turn of the year. Will thrive.
Everything's gonna change in 2022. Hopefully, there's a lot of changes coming up.
Me.
True, but actually, because there's a lot of changes coming up, so hopefully, maybe if I move, maybe my internet won't be so bad anymore. We'll see about that though.
That's true. We'll see. Also in 2022, we'll see if it happens. The Love Hina creator is aiming to run for Japan's legislature next summer.
Back. You're bringing us back in. I was closing out
I saw
podcast.
This. I was seeing this. Yeah, we can't just end the podcast without mentioning that fucking dime of a title. My goodness, this man's aiming for a parliament seat. It's crazy. Love Hina, that's an anime and series I haven't heard of in a long time. That was way before I even got into anime.
Yeah, that's a little bit before our time, but I mean, there's some classics before our time for sure. I've never watched Love Hina. I don't know if I even want to be honest. I've heard things.
It's just a harem.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, it's not an anime. I haven't watched it. But it's just funny to me that it's just like, man's aiming for a parliament, a fucking government seat.
Japan never
But,
ceases
hey,
to amaze me. Never ceases to amaze me.
well, can you even say that we had a president that was a fucking
That's
who
true.
had a TV show?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm out here. Yeah, we really don't have anything to criticize. Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of absurdity, but
Yeah.
the Love
It's
Hina
just the
creator
world, I
was
guess.
definitely
Yeah.
not the
one
Love
that you
Hina
were
creator was
expecting.
not
Yeah.
the manga creator. I was not expecting. I was expecting maybe, some Log Horizon. Oh wait, no, that guy got busted for tax evasion, so probably can't do that. But I don't know, I was just expecting someone. I was expecting, someone
Interesting.
SAO's writer.
I would not want SAS writing government, man. that guy can't even write a fictional government. Okay.
Hey, apparently one of the side stories was good. As long as you take Kirito out of it, you're good. He's good, apparently.
Anyways, all right. Well, I think that that covers the things we wanted to cover.
Yeah, this is our second to last episode of the year. Next
Very
week's our
exciting.
final episode of 2021.
Woo!
It's crazy.
That is actually really
What episode are we on? 34.
34. Well, that was episode 34 of the Virtual Lost Podcast. That was a pretty good one. I enjoyed that one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good time. And I hope you guys did too. Yeah, compact but good. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for joining us for episode 34. Have a great rest of your week.
See you next week.
See you next week.